Danilo, sweet Danilo. Good afternoon, South Africa. I'm Bonnie Booley. Welcome. So glad you could join us. We're getting up to some sweet stuff in the kitchen today. Nikki's joining me, and we're going to be making some sugar lumps. Right?
Yes, so I'm a really big fan of coffee, but there's something really ceremonial about tea. Having a tea party kind of gives you the opportunity to be a little bit more fancy.
Yes.
And there's nothing more fancy than making your own flavoured sugar lumps.
Wow,
Yes.
okay, awesome.
So let's get started.
Okay.
So we're going to be using our Selati granulated sugar.
Right.
It's about half a cup. You can use a food processor for this.
Right. And you can use any colour?
Well, you can use brown sugar, but you won't get the good, like bright color if you're flavoring and coloring your sugar.
Of course, that makes absolute sense.
Yeah, the brown would kind of just discolor it a little bit. So you've got your granulated sugar,
Okay.
half a cup. You add a squeeze of coloring, just a little bit because the stuff is really, really potent.
Right.
And then we have half a teaspoon of rose water.
Rose water.
So you have to be sure that whatever flavoring you're using is a liquid, because the liquid mixed with the sugar kind of keeps it together. You'll see later what I mean.
I really love rose water. I love the smell of it as well. Yeah. And of course, pop over to our website, afternoonexpress.co.za, for the full recipe and shopping list.
So we're just going to kind of use the processor to grind it up a little bit. So you've got the colour going there.
So we don't actually need that much liquid.
No, it's really just a little bit. You'll see it kind of goes a bit bitsy, but the liquid just keeps it together.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're just going to go over here and I'll show you I've already pre-prepared a little bit here. So I'm using a spoon because it's for shaping and moulding, where you can use like chocolate moulds or silicone moulds, a melon baller, but I'm using the spoon because I like the shape that it makes.
Right.
So you have your mixed sugar and you press it into your mould. Make sure that you press it really, really well.
Yeah.
And you turn it over and you pop it out.
And you pop it out.
Yeah. So this now needs to stand for like about an hour to dry out. And then once they dried out, they can be stacked.
Ah.
And you can put it in a beautiful bowl for your tea party.
And they'll look pretty, yes, and you can garnish them. What's the best way to actually store them? In a fridge?
Airtight.
Airtight container.
Not in a fridge, definitely not, because the fridge, the moisture will kind of draw out of the sugar.
Okay, you have it.
So in a dry, cool, dark place.
And what else can we use sugar lumps for?
So the nice thing about these guys are that whatever flavor you use, you can be really creative and pair it with a different kind of tea. Say, for instance, you have a rooibos and you can make a lemon flavor, or you can take your Earl Grey and have your rose flavor.
Okay.
So, because there's so many interesting teas on the market these days, you can really get like super creative with it.
Right,
and
awesome.
Get fun with it. Yeah.
So that's them done.
Yeah. So we'll just let them dry out for an hour, because if you move them now, they'll just break. So you have to be really, really gentle with them. But yeah, it's really, really simple and impressive.
All right. Can I pop one in the teacup?
Yeah.
Oh, there's one already. A dry one. They are so pretty and they smell so good. Yay. I love tea.
Tea time is the best. And also, like I said, it's a really good opportunity to be fancy with your friends and whip out your really nice tea set.
We love getting fancy with our friends.
Of course, especially as girls.
Yummy, yummy. The recipe is on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. After the break, we're joined by the Minister of Water and Sanitation to get an update on where South Africa stands with regards to the water situation and where to from here. This is a very important topic that affects all of us, so make sure you stay right where you are. We'll be right back.
Selati Plantation Select adds subtle sweetness to toffees, caramel, bran muffins, or sprinkled into a spicy curry. Selati, always good, always sweet.
Yeah, definitely much sweeter. Okay, so we're gonna make vanilla sugar lumps now.
Yes,
okay,
so it's
perfect.
a vanilla version of what we made
Earlier.
Yes. So we have our half a cup of granulated Selati sugar. Again, into the cup of the food processor. And again, the liquid this time is the vanilla essence, so the flavoring, and it's also the binding agent, sort of. Put that on there.
And I see you've got a giant cake here. What's going on?
So the sugar lumps are good for more than just your sugar, the sugar in your tea. we're going to decorate that cake with some sugar lumps that we've
Some
made.
sugar lumps.
So again, same process as before, just mixing it up. I've pre-prepared some here, so we're just going to do that again. And again, just to recap, we push the sugar in. You have to push it in really, really firmly.
Right.
And then we turn it over. And essentially, obviously, you want to use as much, or you want to finish that up in that process.
So you want to make it quite level at the top.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now that will dry out to become this.
For an hour.
Yes, for an hour.
Okay.
And now you can feel like it's really hard and they're stackable. So you can put them in your bowl, or they're really great. They make nice little DIY gifts as well. So you can put it in a jar
Yes,
and
you
gift
can
it
put
and
them
stuff.
in like a little
A little mason jar.
yeah,
exactly.
little bag.
Yeah.
The ribbon.
Exactly. Be really, really cute. So party favors. But today we are going to use it to decorate a cake as well. Yeah. So if you have an icing like a cream cheese frosting that's not that sweet, the sugar decoration is not going to be too hectic, and it'll also add like a bit of a crisp and crunch. So we have
Be lovely for like a baby shower cake.
exactly,
or
you know, very,
little
very
girl's
cute.
birthday party.
Yeah, I remember when I was really small, I had a cake that had sugar decorations on it. So totally is a thing, I promise.
I know, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's also a fun thing you can do with your kids at
Exactly,
home.
it's so easy. You don't need any
yes.
heat. It's not dangerous. It's just really quick and easy and simple. So we've got those on there. And now I've mixed an edible gold glitter with some vodka. I know it sounds a little bit dangerous, but the vodka evaporates once it goes onto
Edible
the cake.
gold glitter. So does
Yeah.
it come already fine like that?
It's a powder, yeah.
It's a powder, okay.
So we've mixed it with the vodka, which is going to evaporate, and we're just going to sprinkle
It
some
seems you
on
can
here.
mix vodka with anything.
Exactly. You mix it with vodka because if you mix it with water, it's going to lose its sheen.
Okay.
So we're just going to... Got it a little bit crazy there.
Okay,
we
I'll
go.
move out the way. Sorry. I'm teasing.
A little bit crazy, yeah. And you can you obviously do it onto like a plate that you
Yes.
can then transport it onto your stand, and you let it dry because if you touch it, it's going to...
It's going to smudge, or it's just not dry yet.
Yeah, exactly. So very simple, but effective. It's really nice for kids' parties. The vodka does evaporate, like I said, so it's safe for kids.
It sure smells like vodka.
That'll go away. Luckily.
And don't forget, the recipe is on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Now, after the break, we're chatting to Afrikaans singer-songwriter Andre Venter, who's written a song to raise funds for drought relief, as well as a representative of Gift of the Givers, who are the largest disaster response NGO in Africa. We'll be right back. How you doing, YouTube fam? Thank you so much for watching, sharing and commenting. We love hearing from you, so be sure to keep up to date with all things Afternoon Express by clicking the subscribe button right here.